Genshin Impact is a game about travelling. The main character is literally called the Traveller. But what would happen if the characters we meet didn't want to leave their home? What would happen if every time we reached a nation's border our teammates said, "That's far enough for me"? In this challenge account I aim to find out. So here's how it works. While within the borders of a particular nation, my team must only be made up of characters that call that nation home. This includes all overworld exploration, puzzles, quests, domains, and bosses. As soon as I cross into another nation, I must change my team. The only exception is the Traveller. The clue is in their name. They can travel across borders without penalty. But there is a catch. If I want to use the Traveller on my team, they must be resonated with the current nation's element, so Anemo, Mondstadt, Geo and Liyue, and so on. And that's it. Any questions, comments or suggestions, please leave them down below. So now the rules have been set, let's start our adventure. This opening cutscene is such a strong start from the game. I remember my first time seeing it, I was hooked right from the start. We're going to go with Lumine. It would just feel weird going with Aether as I've been playing Lumine for so long. And so begins the adventures of Wanderlost.
After I awoke, I was all alone. Right up until I met you 2 months ago.
Yeah, Paimon really owes you for that. Otherwise, Paimon likely would have drowned. So Paimon will do her best to be a great guide.
I always wonder why it's taken 2 months of travelling together before they tell the story.
We should head off. Let's get going.
Ah, the beginning. I bet this brings back so many memories for long-time players of Genshin. Of course, we need to go get that chest that's behind that rock, but with this amount of stamina, you can only just make it. I said you can only just make it. That's why I unlocked the teleport waypoint before I tried, so I don't have to swim back.
Answer from this world?
And so it begins. Let's unlock our first statue of the Seven and resonate with Anemo, which I'll have to stick with while within the borders of Mondstadt. And now off to the city of wind and freedom. I'm going to set up my birthday as the day I started this account. Can I complete this challenge account before a year is up? Actually, that reminds me, I haven't explained about the end goal of this series. Of course, this could be subject to change as the account progresses, but I'm thinking the goal should be Genshin's traditional endgame, the Spiral Abyss. I want to work towards clearing floor 12 of the Spiral Abyss, not necessarily a 36-star clear, I haven't actually done that on my main account yet, but let's just see how close I can get. But what about the rules of the challenge? How do they impact the Spiral Abyss? Well, it's simple really, no more than one character from any one nation can be used on a team. It's a shame there aren't 8 nations, as then I could have one member from each nation make up the 2 sides of the Abyss. I suppose if this account is still going when Snezhnaya releases, I could have one member from each of the 7 nations plus the Traveller. That would make up the 8 members of the Spiral Abyss team. I guess we'll just have to see what happens. But that is a long way off. As of yet, I've got exactly 0 team members, so we'll have to get our first one soon. Stormterror's arrival is a cool moment. I'm sure we'll be seeing much more of the dragon later, but we don't need to worry too much about the plot here. If you want to see more of Genshin's story, you can check out my main account's videos, where I play through all the story quests without skipping dialogue. But since I've seen this all before, I won't be focusing on the story too much in these videos.
Hey you! Stop right there!
Well hey, look who it is! Amber will become my first team member. I've enjoyed several other YouTubers' challenge account series, but I must admit, compared with some of those, my challenge is going to be an absolute breeze. So many challenges that limit weapon types or elemental types or other restrictions often mean that Amber is not a viable team member, but in this series, Amber is a perfectly viable teammate, as long as I remain within the borders of Mondstadt. And that means that the first challenge of shooting this flying slime is no problem. Mondstadt is called the City of Wind and Freedom, and honestly, it's pretty true. The wind glider Amber gives you makes travelling around so much better. I really do get a sense of freedom knowing I can jump off high places and gently glide to the ground. God, I love Genshin cutscenes. I don't think I've ever seen one that was boring. But it's a good job we just got a wind glider, so we now got to fight a dragon in the sky. I've seen other people mention this, but it's so strange how Genshin introduced these kinds of minigames with unique mechanics, only to never use them again. Ah, here's our next team member, Kaya, wearing some very tight trousers. I wonder if I'll be using all the starter characters for long, or if I'll get replacements for them soon. I guess we'll just have to wait. Well, speaking of tight trousers, here's jeans. I mean, they're not denim jeans, they're jeans legs. They belong to jeans. You know what I mean.
What's the hurry?
And Lisa, who'll be our
I thought we
4th member
agreed
of the
to meet
starter
them
team.
here.
Once introductions are made, I can finally do some wishing. Here's a dilemma though. Noelle is from Mondstadt and is a viable team member. It will cost less wishes potentially to get her on the beginner's banner, so it makes sense to get her. However, she is a part of one of my main teams on my main account, and I've used her frequently for the last couple of years of playing Genshin, so I'd rather try out other characters, the ones I haven't used as much. So I don't think I'm going to wish on her banner. I'm just going to go for the standard banner and see what luck decides I'm going to get. Okay, well we get a weapon this time. That's a little disappointing. Well, I guess it is an upgrade, so I can't complain too much. Okay, let's advance the story bit and fill out our team by completing the domains. I'll start with Amber's. Well, I'll skip through this reasonably quickly. Well, since Amber is a viable teammate for this challenge, there is no need for me to try and break out of bounds or find weird ways to get through it. I can just complete it in its intended way.
Well, good thing I prepared my secret weapon, Explosive Puppet Buried Bunny. Are those explosive barrels over there? Well, one shot should be able to blow them up. It's so high. Seems like there's something up there. But how do we get across? Dragon's breath. Is that where the power's coming from?
Hey, cutie, you're going to help me out too?
The same is true for Lisa.
Leave it to me. Let me try to activate it with a bit of electro power. Stand back, sweeties. Yep. When it comes to wet enemies, I've got them covered. You've been a naughty boy. Break it, and we can head home and relax. The thought of putting my feet up and relaxing has me all fired up. Hi, darling. Are you going to be Lisa's little helper?
You've arrived.
And Kaya.
Freeze! Dodge this! Freeze! Huh.
Water! We can use this to put out fire.
Dodge this!
Is that the thing that Storm Terror is using to gain its power?
Seems probable. Let's deal with it. Bravo! What a performance.
So now, I have a full team.
Phew, it's finally done.
Oh no, Paimon. It's only just beginning. The world has opened up for us and I think it's time to join the Adventurers Guild. Let's go speak to Catherine.
Hey, there's a lady over there waving to you. Let's go and see what she wants.
Welcome to the Adventurers Guild. Actually, I have had my eye on you for a long time.
Kinda creepy, but I could be into it.
Eye on her, eh?
For you.
Ooh, nice. Adventure rank rewards. And we get the Adventurers Handbook with a bunch more rewards to collect. I'm going to unlock this other Mondstadt waypoint, and there should be a chest just here to open. Oh nice, that gives me Adventure rank 8 and more rewards to collect. Looks like I need to do some ley lines, upgrade the statue and hunt down a Cryo Abyss Mage. Well, I did pick up some wishes from all those rewards. I'm not going to wish on the current limited banners as I won't be able to use any of the characters for a while, but I will do one on the standard banner. That doesn't help right now. Well, I might as well do a couple of ley lines. At this stage of the game, they're probably the best place to use my resin, and I need to do them for the Adventurers Handbook quests.
Don't push your luck. Huh. Dodge this! Ah.
Now to upgrade the statue to level 4. Awesome, I have just enough to do that. I think I need to be careful going forward. I really must use the interactive map from the start to track what I've done. That way I won't make the same mistake I did on my main account and have to check every single one for the last few that I'm missing in the future. I haven't done that yet, so I should get on that soon. Okay, now just the Abyss Mage to go. Here's one on this little lake. Oh, I love getting frozen. It's my favourite thing.
Closer.
Well, Abyss Mage is down. Nice. Oh, wait, I didn't see this before. Cook 5 dishes, but I need to do 1 more. No problem. Okay, back to Mondstadt. Sweet madame. Perfect. Alright, can't do any more until I'm Adventure Rank 10. Okay, let's keep this one short and sweet and we'll leave it there for today. If you enjoyed this one, let me know, and if you have any suggestions or comments, leave them in the comment section. You can join my Discord server, the link is in the description. Please subscribe if you're new, and I hope to see you in the next one.